Hi, my name is Kennedy Juani, and today I'm going to present my research proposal on the title of Performance of Local God Feed Locally Produced Feed. My presentation outline is shown on the screen. I'm going to start with introduction, literature review, methodology, and expected outcome. As an introduction, the background. Farming is the mainstay of rural economy, and rural population depends on livestock and their byproducts, according to Ben Salem and Smith in 2008. And goat is one of the important industry in the agri-food subsector in Malaysia. And in 2017, the value of the industry is about 175.55 million, or equivalent to 42.8 US million. And the goat provides nutrition for Malaysia people throughout the supply of meat and milk, according to Hifzan et al. In 2018. In Sabah, goat rearing mostly carried out by smallholder, but there is a shift towards commercial production with active involvement by the JLC, private sectors, and the plantation throughout the state. Justification. Feeding is the highest expense in goat farming, and the cost of feeding have been identified as one of the issues which can dampen the local goat industry. And according to Kumar in 2007, the feed was the major component, about 59% of cost on goat rearing. And according to Legendball in 2015, reported that goat raised for meat high quality feed in most situations. It requires an optimal balance of many different nutrients to achieve maximum profit potential. And because of their unique physiology, meat goats do not flatten like cattle or sheep, and rates of weight gain are smaller, ranging from 0.1 to 0.8 pound per day. And conventionally, other than pasture-based feed, farmers rely so much on the commercial feed produced by local feed millers, which reduce the profit margin. Although feed can be produced locally by the farmers, there is less information on the precise use of local feed ingredients and its nutritional value, and the cost of locally produced feed, and the performance of the goat feed locally produced feed. Hence, this study will be initiated with the following objectives, which will be focusing on the feed formulation and the performance of the local goat. As we can see, the objective of this project is to evaluate the performance of the local goat feed locally produced feed. And number two is to formulate locally produced feed for goat based on the ingredients available locally. And the third one is to calculate the production cost of locally produced feed. Literature review. I've done literature review on certain aspect. For feed formulation, feed referring to food given to domestic animal, and there are two types: basic feed for ruminants, which fodder and forage, and the nutritional requirement of goats, as dietary requirement of goat need to be understand, and the 5 essential nutrients: water, energy, protein, minerals, and vitamins, part of it. And the feed ingredients which I'm going to use are the ingredients available locally, such as corn, palm kernel cake, tofu waste, rice bran, and napier grass silage. Based on the findings, I come out with this table, which shows the feed ingredients nutrient content based on the selected locally available feed ingredients. As we can see here, corn high in Ne, and tofu waste high in protein, and the rice bran high in Dm. And I'm going to use silage as my pasture source. Methodology. About 18 heads of young female bockross aged 6 months and approximately with around 20 kilograms will be selected and divided into 3 groups, consists of 6 goats per group, and put in the individual pen. And 3 different diets will be formulated and given to each group as in table 1 for 4 weeks, and nutrient composition in each different group was also stated in table 2. So based on the locally locally produced feed ingredient, we have this diet 1 as our control diet, and diet 2 and diet 3, where we can see the highest content of CP in diet 3 and the highest content in TDN is in diet 3 also. So we can see here, I'm going to reduce the pasture content from diet 1 to diet 3 and increase the content of corn from diet 1 to diet 3. As we can see, PKC, we have to reduce it, and we increase the content of tofu waste and also the rice bran to give better nutrient value to the animal. And we're going to physically examine the goats, and weight will be measured firstly at the start of the experiment and again at the week 2 and week 4. And reading will be recorded and tabulated for comparison, and average daily gain will be calculated and recorded for further evaluate effectiveness of the feed formulation. And as we can see here, the animal will be given about 3.5 kg per day per animal twice daily, and the feed leftover will be measured the next day to calculate feed intake and which measure daily. And data will be arranged in factorial completely random design CRD, tabulated and statistically analyzed by ANOVA using SAS version 9.4, where P less than 0.05 indicates significant difference and P more than 0.05 indicates no significant difference for the result, while the means will be compared by using Duncan multiple range test, DRM-RT, and simple correlation will be studied as well. Expected outcome. The performance of local goat feed, locally produced feed, can be determined. And another expected outcome, the formulation of the locally produced feed for goat based on the ingredients available locally can be accessed. And the third expected outcome will be the production cost of the locally produced feed for goat can be calculated. Reference are shown on the screen. Some appendix. This is the research flowchart activities. As you can see here, we have 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And research Gantt chart, I'm going to start in May and end up in December of 2020. Research milestone and dates start in May and end up in December 2020. And the research budget quotation. With that, thank you very much.